Welcome to the Voices of Recovery podcast. This is your spiritual principle of the day episode, featuring a recovering addict.
Hi, my name is Chris M. My clean date is June 9th, 2024. You're listening to the Voices of Recovery podcast. This is the spiritual principle of the day for June 1st. Consistency and step 10. In the 10th step, we use our principles and actions we learned in the previous steps, applying them to our lives on a consistent basis. It works. Step 10. Left unexamined, anger, fear, shame, and resentment can bring out the worst in us. Character defects we'd once honed into our survival skills stand ready to help. It's no surprise they spring to mind first, and we're faced with the challenge. We've relied on manipulation, self-pity, intolerance, dishonesty, perfectionism, arrogance, and the rest of our defects for as long as we can remember. But now that we're in recovery, it seems increasingly clear that they're not such a good fit for our lives. The lessons of step 4 through 9 help us see those crusty old tools in a new light. We've become deeper familiar with the damage we've caused in the past, have surrendered aspects of our character that shaped hurtful words and actions, and have humbly gone about owning our messes and cleaning them up. Understanding how we've operated in the past steps sets us up for a better way. But if we will take consistent effort for our new ways to become second nature. Step 10 gets us in the habit of viewing our lives through the lens of the steps. Consistent practice helps us integrate their principles into our lives. Here's one member's experience with doing just that. My regular inventories read like letters to my higher power. They begin with, "Dear HP, my reminder that I'm not alone in this process." Then I jot down the fears and resentments that are popping up, the defects that are calling me, and the spiritual principles I need to keep handy instead. I end with, "I am ready for you to remove my shortcomings and clear the way for my loving service." There are many ways to practice step 10, of course. How we go about it is far less important than the fact that we do. Reflecting on our progress helps us integrate the principles into our lives and live consistently by our values. Spiritual principle. Does my habit of self-reflection encourage consistency between my beliefs and behavior? How can I integrate the steps and their principles into my practice of the 10th step?
The Voices of Recovery podcast is an independent production of the Works of Wisdom. We welcome your questions and donations via PayPal at voicesofrecoverypod@gmail.com. This podcast is an independent production and is not affiliated with, associated with, authorized by, endorsed by, or in any way officially connected with Narcotics Anonymous or any of its subsidiaries or affiliates. While NA literature may be read or discussed during episodes for the purpose of supporting recovery, such use does not constitute an official endorsement or representation by Narcotics Anonymous. In accordance with NA tradition, the NA name is not to be used to endorse or be affiliated with any outside enterprise, and no such endorsement or affiliation is implied. Music is by Sage. Thanks for listening to the Voices of Recovery podcast.